So you're Vince McMahon. You've seen and been a part of the Rumble since its existence, and even participated in some way at times. You know the rules of the match. Throw the guy over the ropes, and he's eliminated. So what do? What do you do? I know. Let's pull him from under the ropes, beat him to death, and leave with him still in the match out of the ring. How stupid can you be? It's almost like they're making fun of the person Vince McMahon being out of touch by having his character be out of touch. The Wyatts knew what to do when Lesnar came in. Don't beat him down out of the ring. Get in, throw him off. He loses. Mission accomplished. One job, Vince. One job.
It's raining men. Hallelujah, it's raining men. Amen.
I guess you can call the Last Man Standing match a success. On the one hand, it felt a bit too backyard wrestling or action movie as far as the ending was for me, but also you didn't make either guy look weak. Since I'm a huge fan of both, it still satisfies me. You also need to remind yourself that this isn't a big end-all grudge feud match that we're talking about. This is just a title feud with two guys that like to beat the crap out of each other just because the fact that they're in the same title division. Hell, their build-up for the first match was a short food fight in the beginning. So really, if anything, this match built the title's credibility and how much they want the title, over just wanting to end each other. Yeah, I don't care about the Usos, but it was some fun moments and New Day won. So just give me a new tag team to care about against these guys. Okay. It's funny really on how titles that Cena hold for a while tend to fling itself around after like a hot potato. I enjoyed the match much more than I thought. Still found it weird that the League of Nations is only there when Roman needs a beatdown, but aside from that they don't really seem to care for one another in their matches. Why are they still together? I enjoy watching Kalisto wrestle. They just need to start actual stories for me to care to watch Kalisto wrestle. Whoever booked this match needs to be fired, and I'm not talking about the decision on who wins. I'm talking about the kiss, the stupid interference, and just anything that they had to decide to do with Ric Flair in that match. Just fuck you. Why did he need to kiss her? Why didn't she do anything about it after? Why didn't she kick him in the groin or beat the shit out of him? This isn't a Tori Wilson and Dawn Marie feud. This is Becky Lynch and Charlotte. What the fuck is wrong with the referee? Send him to NXT so we can understand what an interference is. This guy shouldn't have been in this match after this stupid molestation of a moment. And the ref just gives a, hey, enough of that. Like it's the 60s and that shit's alright. Here he is, Mr. Indie Star. This Rumble was fun. It was just a really fun watch. Like aside from my first complaint and really just a few nitpicks, this was a really good match. It's like they remembered that the Rumble isn't just about one person, although you can tell how tempted Vince is just to retitle it the Roman Rumble. We got multiple storylines and multiple options on what they can go from here to Mania, so I just really like this match. And it makes sense that Triple H won story-wise. He's tired of trying it Vince's way, after all, look how much that helped, and decided to do the old punch and kick way. Maybe they should have picked a different venue though, considering that this is the home base of NXT, which they fucking love Triple H for. Also, even though he lost, Reigns basically won the Rumble anyway because he's getting his rematch ticket to WrestleMania anyway. I don't care that they're doing it Fastlane for this, like, triple threat. It's going to be Reigns vs Triple H or bust. Unless some magical fairy convinces Vince that Ambrose vs Triple H is the better option. And honestly, just a few changes from last year's storylines, and it could have been that way. So here's something that's been bugging me for the whole title on the line at the Rumble match. That's a bit back and forth as far as which side I choose. For it to be one versus all, which is what they titled the Royal Rumble this year, the champion should be first. Otherwise, you don't call it one versus all. It'd be one versus many, or one versus the rest, or a good amount. So guessing if Roman would be the first didn't make sense to me. I just thought he automatically be first. I mean, if you want to be the villain that succeeds, that's where you put him in the match. But then there's the title match logic, and that's that the champion usually enters last after everyone comes into the ring. And this being a match where every challenger enters every 90 seconds apart, the champion should be the last after all of them to enter. And then it shouldn't have been one versus all, it just should have been the remaining competitors get to wrestle for the WWE Championship when the last participant enters.